Okay, can you tell me your name, sir?
Scanlon, Richard Scanlon.
Okay, and could you spell it?
S-C-A-N-L-A-N.
Terrific. Did you know Vanessa Williams?
I didn't know her personally.
But you live around here?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me what you think of the situation that's going on now?
I think Penthouse ought to be hung.
You think it's totally Penthouse, has nothing to do with Vanessa?
I don't think it has anything to do with Vanessa. I understand, and I could be wrong, that these pictures were taken before she became Miss America, and I think it was totally unfair. I think they did it because they knew that it would be a great spectacle and sell more of their magazines.
Do you think the pageant
at her expense?
Do you think the pageant is doing the right thing by trying to dethrone her?
No, I don't. I think they're acting precipitously, and I think she's getting a raw deal.
What do you think it's going to do to the community here?
Just put it on the map a little more.
Do you think that all this this publicity, infamous as it is, might help Vanessa in the long run?
I don't know. I never thought about it from that perspective. I think that it's very unfortunate, and I think she would prefer that it hadn't happened, and her family, I'm sure, would think that it hadn't happened. And so if that's the fallout, that in the long run she's better off, well...
But the real villain in the story?
Is Penthouse. And secondly is the officials that give her 72 hours to dethrone herself.
Do you think she should fight the decision?
No, I don't think she should fight it. I think she should fight Penthouse, though. If there's any legal recourse, I think she ought to go against Penthouse.
Thank you very much. Terrific.
My name is Sanborn, S-A-N-B-O-R-N.
And your first name?
Philip, with one L.
Okay, terrific. Philip, do you live around here?
I live in Ossining.
Ossining. And you know about the Vanessa Williams situation?
In general.
Okay. Do you think right now they're asking her to resign by Monday? Do you think that it's right that the pageant is doing this?
Well, I don't know specifically what the rules and regulations are, but if it applies to everybody else, it applies to her. I think it's very unfortunate that she did it, because it really doesn't have anything to do with how pretty she is or how talented she is and so on. And it's too bad that she's stuck with it.
So do you think it's the pageant's place to dethrone her, to actually take it away from her?
If it is consistent with the rules and regulations which she knew beforehand, that's the part that I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think this is going to mean to the community here at Millwood?
Oh, I don't think it's going to affect the community here at all. I think they knew her, they liked her then, they like her now, and they'll wait for it to pass off.
What do you think this is going to mean, this kind of terrible publicity, for the pageant itself?
I don't think it'll make much difference to that either.
How about women, the kind of women that are in beauty pageants, women everywhere, black women?
Well, there are different standards now from what standards were a little while ago. So it can be that the rules and regulations that apply may be modified somewhat, so that this sort of thing wouldn't cause that kind of furor again.
What do you think of Penthouse publishing?
I think it's a dirty trick.
You do?
I do indeed. I think the man who publishes that thing knew what he was doing, and knew that the uproar would make him some money, and he did it for that reason.
Terrific. And you're talking about Penthouse now?
Yes.
What about the original photographer? Were you aware of him? Did you know who he was, Chappelle?
I knew absolutely nothing about him, but I think the same thing applies to him. He knew that she was not having those pictures taken for publicity purposes or anything like that, and he, I don't think it was very ethical on his part to sell to Penthouse.
If Miss Williams were to decide to try to fight the decision by the pageant, would you be in favor of her doing something like that?
Well, I don't think I'd be either in favor of or against that. I mean, if she does, I think what she's got to demonstrate is that what she did had nothing to do with her position in trying out in the contest.
So you think the villain here?
If there are villains, it's those two guys.
Which two guys?
The publisher, Penthouse, and the photographer.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Can you tell me your name and spell it for me?
Yeah, my name is Gloria Weiss, W-E-I-S-S.
Okay, terrific. And you live around here?
Yes, in Chappaqua.
Did you know
Did I know her? I had for many years a shop in Millwood. It's not there anymore. And occasionally I mean, everybody came in. So just that kind of meeting.
The situation now with Vanessa, what do you think about it?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was thinking about it on my rounds of Saturday morning what to do. And I think it's kind of sad because she's bright and she's pretty and she has all kinds of things to look forward to. I think she made a mistake. I assume it was done beforehand, that she made the decision to take the photographs before the Miss America and before she knew about Miss America.
Do you think it's right for the pageant to ask her to give up her crown?
No. I think you're right. There's a lot of sentiment for her. I think that it was something that was done, and she's using her talents and her attractiveness, and it's today. I don't know that I agree with Robert Guccione that the pageant has to change. The pageant is the pageant. But it is today, and she's a young woman of many talents. And she's, I think if this is what she chose, it was all right. It's too bad, it's just a few months. I think they kind of could have done something else and not take the crown away from her. I think she's done a good job as being Miss America.
What do you think this might mean for women, women in beauty pageants? I think it reflects, it's going to be...
Oh, I think that possibly young women who are doing this kind of thing are going to think ahead of time on what their background was, what happened beforehand. But again, it's like everything else. It's a step forward. A lot of people, I think, feel that like I do, that it's today, these things happen. There are other ways of taking care of them. It doesn't have to be so severe, so terrible. I think that it's a demeaning thing to have a crown taken away, something that you've earned, and she's worked these last many months.
Would you be in favor of Vanessa trying to fight this decision?
I think that's a personal thing. I think she has to decide whether she, just to get it over with and accept what they've had to do or what they've decided to do and go on to other things.
Would the community be behind her?
I think so. I think so, yes.
I think they are now.
I think so, yes. I think my feeling always is if I feel strongly about something, there are many other people that feel strongly about it too. I don't know. How do you...
Personally, I also feel strongly.
And how have you felt with people coming up to you and...
People are very supportive of Vanessa. Thank
yes.
you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
I feel that the pageant is wrong by doing this to her.
You feel pretty strongly about
yes,
that?
I do. I think it was handled wrong, really.
If Vanessa were to fight it, you'd be in favor of
I think she might stand a good chance of winning. I think a lot of people are going to be with her.
What about Penthouse?
Well, I keep changing my mind on that. I think sooner or later someone would have done something with this information. And Guccione is a very intelligent man. He took it and, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the community is behind Vanessa?
I think so. As the story unravels, I feel very nervous.
That's okay, you're doing fine.
As the story unravels, I think more and more people will be with her.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right,
So,
thank you. Can you
thank you.
Can you just tell me your name?
Yeah, Mrs. Pissars,
Could you spell it?
P-S-A-R-A-S.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
I think that it's a damn shame that they're going into her private life. This was before. This happened before. What did she do wrong since she's been from the pageant, since she had that a big award with her crown? She hasn't done anything wrong. Why should she be accused like this and made to feel like she's so cheap? I think it's wrong. Would they like it? How the ones from the pageant, those old guys. I wonder how they would like it if we opened up some of their closets. That's what I think, and I'm proud to say that she came from Millwood.
Terrific.
And I'm proud to say that I'm her neighbor. My husband is wearing this shirt too. I'm proud to say it.
I agree.
She's a
Hold on,
lovely,
anyway.
lovely girl.
It's Miss America. It's not Miss Virgin America. That's our life today.
Spell it for me.
Christopher Wheeler, Wheeler,
Okay, great. How old are you, Christopher?
21.
21. And you knew of Vanessa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, terrific. What do you think of the situation that's happening now?
I think it's wrong, personally. They shouldn't take it away from her crown. It's not fair, but it's not my decision.
Who do you think was wrong? You don't think what she did was wrong, or?
Well, what she did was wrong, but that was beforehand, and I don't think once they give it to her, I don't think they should take it away from her. It's not fair.
Think most people around here feel the way you do?
Yeah.
Have you heard anybody say anything negative about that she deserves what she's getting?
I feel, yeah, but you'll have that with anybody.
What do you think about Guccione and Penthouse publishing the pictures to begin with?
I don't know, thought that was pretty sneaky, you know. I don't think it was fair.
Okay, terrific. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Please show this. I was on TV once. I was at a football game.
Spell your last name for me?
Farrell.
Okay, terrific. And you live around here?
Oh, yes, right down the road.
You live around, and you know what's happening with Vanessa right now?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And what do you think about that?
I think that she has a very bad deal happening to her. And I think that anybody ever buys Penthouse again is out of their mind. And that she was being that she was a Miss America from around here, that we all look upon her as sort of a heroine. And for somebody to dig up all this dirt and all doesn't seem fair.
So you don't think the pageant is doing the right thing in trying to take away her crown?
Well, the pageant is, in a way, if they have their principles of what it is that they, when they crown her, and that anything that happened before, if it reflects upon it, as they say, they did the right thing in a way. But the fact that it came out at all is appalling, I think.
Terrific. Would you be behind her if she chose to fight it and keep her crown?
All the way.
Think the community would be?
Everybody. Oh yeah, everybody's for her. And the family too. In fact, I just went by the house before, and all the newspapermen are outside, and everything else, and it's terrible.
So overall, you think that...
Oh, I think, well, it's horrible, the whole thing. I mean, that it came out, and to destroy whatever, image we had of her, to do it this way. Especially only had a month to go, really, for her to be reign.
Terrific.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your name and spell it for me, please.
My name is Bill Riley, R-E-I-L-L-Y.
Okay, terrific, Bill. You live around here?
I live in about a mile from here on
Okay.
Pinesbridge Road.
Did you know Vanessa?
No, but my daughter, who's in Greeley High School, is 1 year behind her brother. And, of course, we're all excited last September about Vanessa's being made Miss America.
And now?
Well, I think it's a shame that this happened. It raises a couple of interesting questions. The morality of Americans, perhaps, about being concerned about things like this. I really think more of her person who had a wonderful opportunity, and I would suspect now may well be have a damaged career. Another thought occurred to me that the people that must have thought of the timing of this, obviously the magazine in question felt that they had quite a saleable asset, and they were not about to let it expire with the end of the reign of Vanessa Williams.
What about the pageant people? Do you think they're doing the right thing?
Well, that's a question of your own morality. I think that the pageant has standards, and perhaps they have to continue to uphold those standards.
But for Penthouse, your opinion is?
Well, they're in business to make money, and they have an asset. My own personal viewpoint, I think they should not have published it. I think they should have done what Playboy did, was to reject it. I don't read Penthouse. The few times I have seen it, I think it's not the kind of thing that I would read or most Americans would read.
What do you think Vanessa should do now?
Well, it's the kind of thing I think time will perhaps heal whatever damage has been done. And if I were her, I would just say, well, for whatever reasons, those photographs were taken, were used, and it was well intended at the time, and maybe it was a mistake. And I think she should just hope that the people forget and go on with her career.
Do you think, have you heard any negative response? Have you heard people very angry at this, or not at the Penthouse or whatever, but at Vanessa, saying she deserves this, she's getting what she deserved?
Have I heard somebody say that? No, not really, but let's say I did hear that. I'm not quite sure I would agree with that. Again, it's a question of morality. Should everybody be held responsible for what, in hindsight might have been a mistake? Of interest, my wife and daughter are in Europe, and I just spoke with them on the phone about an hour ago, and this story hit the European press today, and they were outraged.
If you had to pin the blame on someone, it wouldn't be Vanessa?
Well, you raised an interesting question. Is there any blame here? And you have to ask yourself the question: is there a standard of morality? Well, you start with the pageant. They have their standard. Are they to blame? No. Is Vanessa to blame? Perhaps not. She did what she thought might enhance her career way back when. So I don't really know whether anybody's to blame or not. I think it's an unfortunate event. If somebody were to say to me, is there somebody that should be blamed, I would say yes. I don't think Penthouse should have published, and I would place the blame on Penthouse.
Thank you.
A lot of words, but there it is.
Terrific.